Subscribe.
This is how NBA legends spend their millions. We gotta start with Michael Jordan, as he copped a luxury G550 private jet, equipped with its own fully stocked bar, personal Wi-Fi, and an elephant print paint job worth $350,000 just to match his shoes. Flying like this will suck you dry, because this jet not only cost Jordan $61 million, but it's also costing him $3 million a year just to fly it. Yeah, Jordan's spinning big, but so is Shaq, because this dude dropped millions customizing cars, adding butterfly doors to his Hellcat, decking out his Rolls Royce in honor of Kobe. Hell, he even created his very own monster truck. But there's one customization that takes the cake.
You know, when I first came from Baton Rouge, Beverly Hills, you see all the fancy cars come by. So one day I see a Ferrari come by. I was like, I want one of those guys. So I went to the thing, and the guy was like, "You're too big." I was like, "I'm too big."
Yeah.
So one of the guys was like, "Well, maybe you got to buy two and put, cut one in half, put them together." I was like, "You know what? Maybe I will. I'll take that one and that one." And I got a Ferrari.
Wait, so you built a Ferrari where
Yes.
you cut them apart?
Yes,
And then
super glue them
made
back
like a
together.
giant
Yes.
stretch Ferrari?
Yes.
Damn, this man Shaq has done it all. And if you add up all 40 of his custom cars, his entire garage is worth over $5 million. Man, Shaq stays whipping, but Dwayne Wade stays kicking, because he made the most expensive basketball shoes in the world. These are his custom leaning Way of Wade 4s. These kicks will knock your socks off, because they're not only strapped with diamonds, sapphires, and solid 18-karat gold, but they're also worth a ridiculous $4 million. But don't get it twisted. Sometimes players flex a little too hard, and they end up losing everything. See, back in the 90s, a young Allen Iverson was balling out, on and off the court.
We've been poor for 20 years plus, and I mean, I finally came into some money now. You know, I want to live a little bit now.
Oh, you living, baby, you living.
Yeah, he was spending all his millions, buying Lambos, Bentleys, flying private jets, even copping a $5 million mansion. AI's life was like a movie. But eventually, he started splurging too hard, because by the early 2000s, AI was throwing his money away, spending $40K a night at the club, dropping hundreds of thousands at the casino, even giving away six-figure cars to his teammates. So by the time AI retired, he was neck deep, spending over $360,000 every month. That's $4.3 million a year. And without the NBA money coming, paying bills became impossible. So he started drowning in debt, even being sued by his own jeweler for failing to pay over $850,000 in debt. And by 2012, AI's pockets were empty, leaving him with no choice but to declare bankruptcy. Man, these guys will spend every dollar trying to flex. But some NBA legends don't spend a dime like LeBron. See, even though LeBron makes $111 million a year and is literally a billionaire, the man is cheap as hell. He doesn't pay for Spotify. He forces rookies to cover dinner. I mean, damn, he even packs his own snacks for NBA games.
So there's this morning TV talk show clip of Dwayne Wade talking to Kelly Ripa, and Kelly asks, who is the cheapest guy in the NBA?
Who is it?
And Dwayne Wade says, LeBron James.
That is so falsely true. I'm not turning on data roaming. I'm not buying no apps. I still got Pandora with commercials.
You know you're rich, right?
I'm not paying for it. I'm not paying.
This man LeBron's a cheapskate. But hey man, I can't blame the guy. He doesn't want to end up like Dennis Rodman, because this dude got scammed for millions of dollars. See, Rodman's been known to blow a bag or two. $250,000 on jewelry, $1 million on a beach house, and hundreds of thousands just transforming his body. And when you live that life, the last thing you want to do is manage your own money. That's way too much work. So in the mid-2000s, Rodman hired someone else to handle his finances, his closest friend, Peggy Fulford. And at first, everything seemed fine. Rodman kept doing his thing, spending worry-free, while Peggy was making sure his money was in good hands. But in 2012, Rodman noticed something strange. His electricity, his water, everything in his house was turned off. And he started getting letters in the mail saying his bills weren't getting paid. And after doing some digging, Rodman learned something unnerving.
But in the span of 3 years, Rodman's lawyer, Bradford Cohen, and others in Rodman's team will discover that Peggy is faking her credentials. They'll accuse her of stealing, quote, a ton of money from the NBA All-Star.
Yeah, Rodman's own friend was robbing him blind, stealing over $1.2 million. But hey, in the end, Peggy got pegged, because in 2018, she was officially found guilty of financial fraud. And not only was she forced to pay Rodman back, but she was also sentenced to 10 years in prison. Damn, my man Rodman got played. But what's even more twisted than that is how Dwight Howard spends his money. Because this dude is dropping hundreds of thousands on snakes.
I have some of the biggest snakes. The one down here, her name is Cleopatra.
How big will she get?
Up to like 25 feet, 200 some pounds.
How often have you been bit by one of your snakes?
I've only been bitten 3 times.
Is there like a scar?
Yeah.
Wait, let's see. That's no joke. That's a real bite.
It didn't even hurt. I definitely think people have a misunderstanding about snakes.
Yeah, Dwight loves snakes, and over the years, he's purchased over 40 of them, which is a lot of slithering. So, Dwight not only hired 2 full-time caretakers, but he also dropped over $100 grand, building them their very own snake mansions. Man, these snakes are living the good life. But no snake lives better than Kevin Durant, because he spent millions of dollars buying his own professional sports team. See, these days, every legend has got their own team. LeBron owns Liverpool Football Club, Giannis has the Milwaukee Brewers, and Steph even owns an esports team. But KD, he's a little different, because in 2022, he went out and dropped over $1 million, becoming the proud owner of a major league pickleball team. Yeah, pickleball. And I know it sounds weird, but the sport's on the come up, because it's the fastest growing sport in America. And I know someone who can't catch up is Charles Barkley, because he has an addiction that's costing him tens of millions of dollars. See, Chuck is a gambling man, and while he was in the NBA, he got his fix by making bets against his opponents. But it turns out that that's illegal. So in 1990, Barkley got in trouble with the league and was forced to find a new way to gamble. So to satisfy his itch, he decided to raise the stakes by going to Sin City, Las Vegas. And that's where Charles went completely off the rails.
You know, I went to Vegas a bunch of times and won $1 million in a weekend, probably 10 times. But I've also went to Vegas and lost $1 million, probably 3 times that much.
Yeah, Chuck was down bad. By 2008, he was in deep with the Sharks, because the Wynn Casino in Las Vegas hit Charles with a lawsuit, claiming he owed him $400,000. Now luckily, he was able to pay him back. But this incident scared Charles straight, so he took a few years off from the casinos and got his gambling under control. But the damage was already done, because according to Chuck, his gambling addiction has cost him over $20 million. Man, this guy really did have a problem. But he's not the only one, because Giannis is obsessed with buying shoes.
How many shoes do you own now?
Around 4,000 pairs of shoes.
Wait, 4,000 pairs of shoes?
Yeah, this man owns over 4,000 pairs of shoes. And all those kicks are costing Giannis an arm and a foot. Because if you add up every pair he owns, Giannis has spent at least $480,000 on shoes. Man, Greek freak. More like feet freak. But look, $480,000 is chump change to some legends. Because James Harden spent over $1 million in a single night. Yeah, in 2017, when Harden was playing for the Houston Rockets, he was looking for a place to chill, party, and do his thing. So he hit the hottest club in all of Houston, Dreams. And it was here that Harden partied hard, dropping over $1.4 million in one night. Yeah, those bands made him dance. And to pay their respect, they decided to honor James by retiring his jersey inside the club. This dude Harden made it to the Strip Club Hall of Fame, What a legend. But look, we gotta talk about Russell Westbrook for a second. Cause Russ has spent millions of dollars buying clothes. Yeah, Russ has been into fashion ever since he was a kid. And when he started cashing those NBA checks, he wanted to make a fashion statement. So he started buying up entire stores, wearing outfits that make headlines. Yeah, it's like this dude's got a brand new outfit every day. Oh wait, he literally does.
Now, I heard that you don't wear the same outfit twice. Is that true?
Yes.
And dressing like this will really run your pockets. Because according to Russ, he spends over 350 grand on clothes every single year. Yeah, Russ is ballin'. But Steph Curry is balling even harder, because in 2022, after winning his 4th NBA championship, Steph wanted to celebrate big time. So he bought his very own vacation home, a 4,200 square foot mansion in Winter Park, Florida, worth $2.1 million. Damn. And look, we've seen all legends spend their millions, but now, this time we add a few zeros, because we gotta talk about how Michael Jordan spends his billions. See, as a player, Jordan didn't spend too much. He bought some cars, a mansion, nothing too crazy for someone like MJ. But when he retired from the NBA, Jordan developed an urge to splurge. So he started spending crazy. $15 million on his own golf course, $25 million on a NASCAR team, $88 million on not one, but 2 luxury yachts. But in 2010, Jordan made his greatest purchase yet, buying the Charlotte Hornets for $175 million. And this deal was historic, because it not only made Jordan the first player to own their own NBA team, but it also turned Michael Jordan into a billionaire. But look, there's one more legend we gotta talk about. Kobe Bryant. Because how he spent his millions was worth more than just money. Back in 2007, Kobe launched the Kobe and Vanessa Bryant Family Foundation with just one goal in mind: help people in need. And that's exactly what he did. From opening a social services building to help homeless youth, to donating $1 million supporting veterans, Kobe's passion was helping others. In fact, he even granted the most Make-A-Wishes in NBA history, 200.
I love your haircut. I love it. If I could grow hair again, I'd do that.
I know.
But I put your name in the back of my head.
And while the world lost a legend in 2020, Kobe's mission to help people will live on forever. Because after his passing, Kobe's wife Vanessa wanted to honor him and Gigi by renaming their charity to the Mamba and Mambacita Foundation. And this organization is doing Kobe proud, because they're raising millions of dollars every year, helping underprivileged kids have access to sports, all in Kobe and Gigi's honor. Wow, now that's a way to spend some millions. But look, I know this is a pretty heavy ending, so if you're looking for something a little more lighthearted, I got you. Check out the 20 most ridiculous moments in NBA history. But look, on the real though, this video is over, okay? So, you're not getting any more content. You're just kind of hanging out. We can hang out if you want, but I'd appreciate if you clicked on the video. Click it!